In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a virtual private server on Kamatera. First, begin by opening up your browser and navigating to the following URL address. This URL address is my referral link to Kamatera. It will give you $100 in free Kamatera cloud credits to try out their service free for 30 days. I'll put my referral link in the video description below so that you can click on it for your convenience. What you'll then need to do is create your Kamatera account by entering in your email address and picking a password. And once you've done that, you can click on Create Free Account or Create Free Account at the top right hand corner. Now, I already have a Kamatera account, so I'm not going to create another account for the free 30-day trial and the $100 in credits. I'm simply going to click on Login to be taken to my Kamatera dashboard. Once you have created your Kamatera account, connected to your billing details, and have signed in, you'll also be taken to your Kamatera dashboard. Once you're here, navigate to the left hand side and click on My Cloud. Then click on Servers. You'll now be in your server management page. To create your first server on Kamatera, navigate to the bottom right hand corner and click on Create New Server. You will now begin the server creation process. You'll first need to choose a zone or a country/region. You have a number of continent tabs here. You can go with Asia, Australia, North America, Europe, and the Middle East. I'm going to click on Europe, and I'm going to go with Frankfurt, Germany. Once you've chosen your zone, scroll down until you see where it says Choose an Image. You can go with Server OS images, which is your basic Linux distributions and also Windows. You can select those if you want. You can also go with Desktop OS images, which are desktop-like operating systems on a virtual private server. So they have a GUI, also known as a GUI. You've also got app images, where you've got a number of apps that you can select from, such as the newly hyped OpenClaw. We have two other options. If I just scroll up again, you've got service images too, which are all clickable here to select. A popular one would be OpenVPN and Nginx. I'm just going to scroll back up again, and you've got private images, where you can upload your own custom desired image. Now, I'm going to be going with one of the app images, so I'm just going to click on App Images tab, and I'm going to go with the super hyped OpenClaw app. So I'm going to click on OpenClaw to select it, and then going to scroll up just to select a version of OpenClaw. So underneath Choose Version, click on the drop-down menu, and then select the version of your server OS, desktop OS, app image, service image, or private image. So I'm going to go with this version. Once you've done that, continue to scroll down until you see Choose Server Specs. You'll first need to choose your server type. You've got B for general, D for dedicated, T for burstable, and A for availability. Dedicated, of course, is the most expensive, with general purpose being the second most expensive, and the two cheaper options are burstable and availability. I'm going to go with A for availability, and then you have the option to configure your CPU, RAM, and SSD. I'm going to go with a low spec VPS, so I'm going to go with one CPU core, 2 GB of RAM, and 20 GB of SSD disk space. If you look at the bottom, you can see billing cycle and pricing. You've got monthly billing cycle, and you've got an option to be hourly billed. So for the monthly billing cycle for these server specs, it's $6 a month. And if I go with hourly, so let me click on hourly here, it's $0.008 per hour. Because this is a video demonstration, I'm going to go with hourly billing. Next, continue to scroll down until you see where it says Finalize Settings. Here you'll need to choose a password for your server. So let me enter a password now. Once you've done that, you'll need to validate or confirm the password you just set. So I'm just going to type it in once again. And there you go, you should get 2 check marks if your password meets the criteria and they both match. Next, you can select the number of your servers. I'm going to leave it as 1, and I'm going to give my server a name. So I'm going to call my server OpenClaw-bot. If your server name is available, you'll see a check mark which says server name checked, which means nobody else has the same server name on Kamatera. Scroll down to the very bottom, and you'll be greeted again with the billing cycle and pricing. If you want to make a last-minute billing cycle change from hourly billing, for example, to monthly, you can do that, or from monthly billing to hourly, of course, you can do that also. Once you've selected your billing cycle, all that's left to do is to create your server. Click on Create Server. Kamatera will then add your server creation as a task and add it to the task queue. If you look at the bottom left-hand corner, you can see your tasks in queue. Click on Tasks in Queue. And as you can see, I've got a service called OpenClaw-bot. It's being created, and the current creation process is at a status of 70%. I'll be back with you once this reaches 100% and it is successful in creating our server. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, our server has been successfully created. If we now look at our server management page, we can now see a list of all our servers. Of course, we've only got one server, and my server is called OpenClaw-bot. It's in the zone of EU Frankfurt, Germany. This is the IP address of my server. This IPv4 address is unique to my server. Your server will have a different IP address. It's got one CPU core, type A. The RAM of our server is 2 GB, and our storage is 20 GB, and it's currently on, and that's indicated by the green play button. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate how to log in into our server via the SSH protocol. To do this, you can either use an SSH client of your choice, which you have installed, or you can use Kamatera's built-in console to log in via SSH. To use the Kamatera console, simply click on Actions for your desired server, then you should see a drop-down menu. Underneath Server, look for where it says Console and click on it. A new tab will then open in your browser, taking you to your server's CLI. At the very top, you'll need to log into your server by entering in the server credentials. We'll first need to enter the username of our server, which is going to be root. That will be the same for you, and then hit enter on your keyboard. Next, you'll need to enter the password that you chose for your Kamatera server. So now I'm going to enter the password that I chose. Once you've entered in the password, hit enter on your keyboard. You'll then be automatically signed into your server, and you can see we're logged into the OpenClaw-bot server as root. You can now begin configuring your Kamatera server by entering in commands. So I'll give you an example of a command that I'm going to enter in now, just to show you that we are logged in. I'm going to type the command to check the amount of storage that we're using on our Kamatera server. So I'm going to type the following command, df space -h. And then I'm going to hit enter on my keyboard. And as you can see, I've got 20 gigabytes of storage on my Kamatera VPS. I'm currently using 6.6 gigabytes, and we have available 30 gigabytes remaining. To disconnect or log out of your server, it's very simple. You can just navigate to the top right hand corner and click on disconnect to log out of our Kamatera server. And that pretty much concludes the video on how to create a VPS on Kamatera. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you want to support me and my channel, consider subscribing. I'll see you on the next video.
Why is it so hard to let you go?